Morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Good morning, Deepak. Deepak, can you ask her to join quickly? Let me log in into Dynamic CRM application. Good morning, Pratik. Subham, morning. Devesh, good morning. How's your health, Devesh? Good morning, Mani. Prachi, good morning. Ravinder, good morning. Yogendra ji, good morning. We have less team member till now. What about the others? Are we good for yesterday demo, yesterday discussion, whatever we have? Who tried those part, like whatever we have covered so far related to CRM, JavaScript part? Hope everything is clear or all clear. Hey, Vikas, good morning. Where are others today? Okay, so do you have any discussion point till now? Good morning, Tushar. Good morning, Mohit. Mohit. Okay, let me start meanwhile till the time others join. But make sure you all have to be joined quickly. Let me open here the dynamic CRM environment. Have you started that deep and drive like we are doing here, or you are just waiting whatever we are I am here doing? You are completely relying whatever I am to explain, so that is not sufficient actually. You also need to more drill down more scenario, then only you comes into better position. Are you able to see my screen? Meantime it is loading. Okay, increase the volume. If you are facing any issue, if you are not able to hear me properly, just let me know sometimes. You can hear me, right? Hey, good morning, Pulkit. Meantime, it is loading. Okay, so till now we covered we covered basic dynamic CRM. Okay, let me open that JavaScript solution. Whatever we have created. Have you tried to set some value? Yes or not? And meanwhile, can you share your code, whatever you have tried here in this particular chat window? Is there any possibility you can share your code, any screenshot, anything, whatever you have tried, or I'm only doing? So I think here, if I'm helping you guys, it means I'm doing practice at my level only, or you also following. I can brush up my skill set here, but this is not the right time. You also need to do some practice. Can someone share something, whatever you have done? Maybe you have created a solution, you have created a library, you have created any, even a single function. Anyone, if anyone tried, or if you have some time, I know you are busy in your daily routine work. Maybe you have different responsibility in your day-to-day activity, but can someone paste whatever you have tried here? Maybe anyone, Deepak, Pratik, Subham, Devesh, Mani, Prachi, Lokendra, Yogendra, Tushar, Vivek, Vikas, Mohit, Pulkit. Anyone tried? Good morning, Nishant. Or you do not get chance to even start. Okay, I think I am the one only here who don't have any, work, and I think you guys have more work, more, what we can say. You have to do some practice, then only this will help you. Okay, I will do my level of work. Maybe it's your responsibility. It's your turn. If you want to follow, then I'm very happy. If you are getting good job, if you are getting good opportunity, maybe anywhere, or maybe you can increase your skill set, something even only 10 or 20%. If you can increase your skill set bandwidth, then I think my uh, event time. Oh, some of the people's dropped off here. Maybe. Okay, don't share. Okay, here I am retrieving some information from subject. Let me try to set some value. Suppose here I am retrieving that value. I will display that one, and I have to set some value. If you need to set some value in any of the field, suppose if I am opening this one, so I want to add or amendment any new value here. Suppose if I need to add a static text here, topic and whatever we have here, mobile number, or maybe I can retrieve first name and last name. So what I need here in topic, I want to add first name and last name. If I need to open one time, it will add one time. If I need to open one more time, it will add first name or last name one more time. So let's see if we can achieve that requirement. So I think you have that requirement. So we are able to retrieve this information from the form. How? We have passed one execution context parameter and we have retrieved this object here, form context object. So here form context dot get attribute, here I am able to retrieve those information from the form. Now I'm going to set this value. So set this value means whatever I have here in the subject line, I need to add one more thing here, first name and last name. So let's store those value first. What is the schema name of first name and last name here? Even if we know, then good. Otherwise, we can retrieve from here. This is the first name here. So I'm going to set the same field here as a variable, and this is the field name. Okay, and the last name. So I'm going to retrieve this last name also here, and I'm storing into one variable. These are the variable here I'm going to store. So I need to add whatever I have in the subject line. Also, I need to add first name and last name. Okay, so setting some value here. This one, I can create a variable here where new topic. This is the variable name here. So new topic is subject line plus either I have first name or not. I'm adding here as a string. String also work as a plus. This will work as a concatenating the string value. That's it. So I'm adding here, I'm setting this new variable into this particular place. And then I'm displaying this particular topic again. How I'm going to display this value subject. Okay, so here I'm setting this one, so it will not returning anything. Okay, if you want to alert new topic or new topic. Okay, so let me try to comment this value. So what we will do, we will we are able to retrieve some value, we are able to get some value, and now we are going to set some value. Okay, so here getting, and now we are setting some value. Set, get and set. Here we are setting this value. Okay, so this is case sensitive. It is not like get small, get and then v is capital here. Similarly, set s is small here and v value is capital here, and then it is expecting the new value here based on the data type, whatever we are having this data type. So as of now, topic is text field and we are displaying this value. Okay, now I am saving this one and I am uploading this new web resource. How to upload it? We need to upload and we need to publish it. And also I will show you how to do debugging with the help of to store this web resource in a local folder or temporary. No need to upload it, just you can directly debug that one, you can change it and you can test it. So now I'm uploading it, saving, and doing publish. Good morning, Nadeem. I created table and solution and configuration part. Unable to start JavaScript because of work, but I will start. Yeah, that's fine. That is the transparency that I want to see. If maybe others they have their own work, you know, uh, I know you also involved in some other activity, but you have to at least do some practice. If this is not new for you, maybe you are thinking like no need to work. I know all those things, but at least whatever you know you can publish. Okay, where it is. Hey, what happened here? Sales hub or sales trial? In lead level we are doing that customization. Okay, let me try to open it. Let's see if that code is published. Okay, so here, new topic. Where is first name and last name? See, here we are setting those value. So earlier, what happened? Suppose I don't want to save it. It's saved. Suppose this is the test 3 topic. So I want to open it. So it is opening and it is setting. So the topic is test 3. Okay. Now the topic, new topic is test 3 and Mohan Singh. Mohan Singh, why? Because first name is Mohan and maybe last name is Singh. So here you can see Mohan Singh I am adding into this particular topic. Why it is showing here Mohan Singh there is no space? Why? Because we have not added any additional space here in this particular place. And even if we want to set something, some specific, so I can do one more thing, that this is the string concatenation here. So I can showcase this one, and even if I want to add some specific special character also, like you can do this level of string formatting as well. So this is up to us, like whatever we want to showcase. Let me publish it again, and then let's try the difference here. But I think now you are able to understand how to get and how to set those values, right? Yesterday I have shared like how to retrieve information from the option set, how to retrieve information from the lookup field as well. So do we have any lookup field here? Yes, like currency. And maybe this two options set. Let's try those one as well. Currency. Okay, we need this field value here, and then let's try to retrieve that information. This one I have copied, and maybe I can open this, do this option set value as well. So those two are the option set value. So first we will try to create the object. how we are doing null check. So transaction currency object I have created here, and the other one also I'm using copy paste. What is the display name for this one? Marketing material. This is the object. Okay. Now, what I want to check, if this first object not equal to then what I did need to do. Similarly, I just want to do another copy paste for another object. So, and also sometimes I need to do one undefined value. And also I can do one more validation here. Okay, that's fine. Now, currency, where currency ID I also can retrieve equal to form context dot get attribute. No, we will get from here, from this object. Okay, so if we have retrieved the object here, so suppose if we want to check some value here, for learning purpose, maybe you need not to remember the everything, but how to retrieve those value you have to check. Form context dot get attribute, right? From lookup. So it will understand what we are trying to achieve. Get value, also lookup value, and also I just want to check one more thing, and dot get value. Here in this particular section we are checking if this particular field is available in the form, this object is available in the form, and here we are checking if this particular object is having value. Means value means, I will tell you here, if you are refreshing it, so here you can see if we have, if it is like that, we are checking it should not be a null value, because if we are retrieving something then only we are getting some value. So here we are getting dot value dot, where we are retrieving, see this id lookup value dot get value, and here we are retrieving this value. Maybe we may have some another option also. Even we have object, this object, and we can retrieve the same thing with, where it is, get value, lookup value here. So currency lookup value, currency lookup value here. If we have this one, and then currency lookup value, so here dot id. So this is right. This is the one that we have retrieved, id and name. So currency id is this one, and currency name is this one. Here these are the small. This is not dot id. Id means this is not the id one, this is small id, and this is small name. So likewise we are retrieving lookup values here. Even directly here we can retrieve the object name as well, but here we are checking. Okay, here we need to check null check as well. Here null check as well. Similarly, just do copy and then do copy paste. Instead of currency here, currency object, and even do not send. Oh, this is not option set. Get option set values in JS. So here this is the one. Suppose get text, get value and get text. Here we can do direct option set. It is not like we have to do that much issues here, because this is option set value. Where it is marketing object, I will explain you here. So this one is lookup field, lookup data type, and this one is, another one is option set. So this is option set. How to get that option set value? We in option set we have two value. One is tax and one is values. So here suppose this is option text. Okay, so here get text and get value. Option value. Make sure sometimes you have to retrieve some option set value, and sometimes you have to retrieve the value. So let's try to showcase alert. What I need to alert here? Currency ID plus currency ID plus I need to showcase here currency name. Currency name. Then plus what I need to showcase here. So this is for alerting the information. Similarly, I need to showcase or alert is nothing. I need to print those value. So here value and here I need to showcase value and here I need to showcase text. This is hard code value and this is value here, dynamic value. Okay, let's try to, there is no error. So here we are just increasing our JavaScript file. So let me try to upload it. Then we will see what is going on. Are you able to understand? Are you here? Published. Let me refresh it. Okay, so this is the one. This is new topic. New topic, new topic. It means we have to do publish all. Publishing is not sufficient here. It is publishing. See here. Here you are able to see currency ID. Currency ID is nothing, whatever we have, this GUID, record GUID, and currency name is Indian rupees. I will tell you how you can verify this currency ID. And next, option set. Where is that option set? Why get text, not a function. Form contact dot attribute. This is not a function. Why is it? This particular one is not needed. I think get text and get value, it is not showing. I'm doing something. Get text, option set value, active, get options, get options. Okay. Okay, let's try to debug it. Let's see what we can have, value and text. So here I think we need to get the option set value. The object should be, okay, let's try this way. This is the one. So here options dot value dot text. Otherwise we will do debugging part. Okay, let's try. So likewise, maybe you need to do some R&D, and you need not to learn everything, but you need to understand how to get those values. Publish. So we understand how to get the tax value, how to get currency field value, and maybe how to get that option set value. One more time, refresh. Okay. If you are not able to get that value, so you can understand, you can debug, you can open the file. What is the name of file? Main lead main library. Lead. So still it is showing different value. Okay, let's debug. Meantime, let's see what is showing here, undefined option. Why it is not debugging? Get value. Okay, let's do one more time. So likewise, if you need to debug something, you are not able to find out, Where is the problem? You have last option to debug it. Option text value. Let's publish it. It is showing old code. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing here. Get option instead of get option here. This is the option here, like get attribute. Get value. This is the keep it simple. Option set value here. Let's try to pull. Okay, here get value option dot. So we are trying to retrieve option set value. Let's see what value we are retrieving. So here we keep it very simple. Just whatever we are retrieving the attribute here, attribute object, from this attribute object we are retrieving the value first, and then we'll show what happened. So now after this particular part, I will show you how to create a web resource with proper namespace. Here we have defined currency option set is false here. Option set value we have given here false. So false means marketing value whatever we have showcase here send or do not send. So the option set value here is true or false, either send. So they have renamed it true or false. So likewise we can retrieve that particular value here. Either we have selected here, okay, let me save it and then try to retrieve that one. Do not send. Option set value is true. Okay. So likewise we can retrieve the option set value and currency value as well as the other details, and even we can set some value. If you want to set some value here, suppose let me uh, set some value. If it uh, if it is not equal to true, then I'm setting this value as false. Set value as false. If no, true. If it is true, like this is one condition that we are adding here. So I'm updating this value from backend JavaScript. So this is one example that I'm giving. Like likewise, whatever we have that option, we can build our logic here. So maybe you can identify different logics. Like I can showcase, or I want to add some JavaScript function here. So suppose I have created one employee master form here. I want to publish, or I want to hide and show some field here. And maybe instead of using any business rule, any other things, I can perform my every logic with the help of JavaScript. I want to retrieve some even information from the different entities. For example, maybe I can give you one example here. This is opportunity. So in the opportunity level, I want to give you one example. Suppose one person is selected here. Where is that customer information? If I'm going to select here this contact, and I want to, I can create one field here as contact information. So what I can do on change of this particular contact record, I want to update, I want to retrieve this information from the contact entity, and I want to set here. So I can create a custom field here as mobile number or contact information. So whatever contact I have selected here, I want to retrieve the mobile number from the selected contact, and I want to display here in this particular opportunity field. That is my business requirement. So how to do that one? How to achieve that information? So that level of information we can achieve with the help of that JavaScript. So how to retrieve that one? I can create a that web API request. I can use fetch XML query retrieval, and I can set here that information. So that level of work I can do with the help of JavaScript. My simple requirement here is create a new field here as a mobile number, which is type of text field. On change of this contact record, I want to retrieve mobile number from the contact entity, and I want to set here on change of this particular record. Are you able to understand my query here? I have, is that error always happen even at the profession? What do you think? Error free code, it is not like we can write. We can avoid many errors, many things, even see how to retrieve, how to implement that particular code. That is the main things. How to write that one, I know. Retrieval part, what I have to do, suppose here, if I want to do something, if I'm going to tell you one requirement here. So if I need to set some field here. So I know I need to retrieve some information from the form. I need to retrieve this contact GUID. How to retrieve that part? I need not to remember that one. How to retrieve that one? That I can do. I know there are some syntax how to retrieve that one. So everything no need to remember here. This all those simple retrieval, simple query level extraction. So even no need to remember those things. Even everything we cannot remember. If we have to remember, like if you think I have to remember every syntax, even in the plugin side, even in the HTML side, even in the CSS side, and even in the PowerFX side, even in the portal side, and even in the even any other technology. It is it possible I can remember everything? Even no need to remember everything. Why? Because I know how to retrieve that information from the SQL. I know I need to create a connection. I need to write a store procedure. I can retrieve that one. But how to retrieve? It is not like I may forget. Maybe I have done that activity. Maybe last 2 months back I have done similar activity. Maybe if suppose if someone say, "Hey, we need to create a Python project," I don't have any idea related to Python, but I can do. Hey, I have to create if I need to connect to the database or maybe the SQL. So I have to at least create a connection. How to create a connection, I don't know, but at least connection should be there. And similarly, so if suppose something if I have to retrieve from maybe any other tools. So architecture level, you have to understand design level how to retrieve that one. You can take that information. So concept should be clear. Syntax is not required sometimes, right? But how to sort out all those problems, how to if you know how to debug my problems, how to debug my code, that you can easily sort out, right? So now my requirement here, you can try this one. So on change of, you have to create one text field as a mobile number. You need to retrieve or you have to write a function on change of contact number, and you need to display the contact from this contact, mobile number from this contact. Are you able to do that one? Maybe if you are not able to do, we will try together tomorrow and we will perform that activity. But meantime, you should understand how to create or how to retrieve some information from the different entity. So how to achieve that one, you have to understand. So based on this selected contact, you need to retrieve the GUID. You need to create a function where based on contact GUID, I need to return the mobile number. That's it. I can create a function. I need a input parameter as contact GUID and I can return a mobile number. If I can return a mobile number, I can set that mobile number here. That's the simple thing. So if you are not able to achieve that one, we can try together. Maybe. Okay. Let's try to create a, this is function based library. We can achieve that one, we can create that one, but we can go in a secondary approach. Like suppose if I'm going to create a new JavaScript library, suppose I'm going to open a JavaScript file here. So if you need to create a JavaScript, so you can go with a namespace based JavaScript. What is the benefit here with the namespace pattern? This is very important. Most of the developers, they don't know how to even if anyone can give a prompt and ask to generate a functions, but your code should be in proper format so that everyone can understand, right? So let's try to understand how to create a namespace wise function. So suppose, let me give you one example. And what is the benefit? I will tell you. Suppose if format. Okay, why it is okay? Let's take help from online JS code formatter. Why? Okay, I want to format this code. See, first of all, we will try to define my function here. Okay, let's do some basic naming convention. Here, suppose if I have to define something like namespace. So suppose I have to define my namespace here is, suppose this is I can give Microsoft. Microsoft library. If Microsoft library is a function is a blank, my modules name here I can give here. So suppose my modules here is lead management. Lead management, I can give this particular module name. So this is the initial things that we have to define before writing our here we can do one thing. Here I can define my module name, and even, wait a minute, okay, I can define here as a main function. Okay, instead of here we can use Better example, JavaScript name space sample code. See here. Let's see here. Okay. This is best example. I want to get this one only. I will update it. So suppose MICROSOFT Microsoft. So here Microsoft not account level. I want to set this one for lead management. And even here earlier what happened in our library, here we have to define the JavaScript function from, we are initiating the function definition as function, but inside our that namespace, first we have to write our function name, then colon, and then functions, and then we have to pass our execution context or any parameters here. Suppose if I need to suppose form load, form on load. So this function Microsoft lead management form on load and set name, maybe suppose set name also I have given. And so this is form on load, and let me try to create one more function, but make sure form on save. So what is the difference here? So the basic difference here is the function name, here we have to write first, then function, and there is a colon here, and then we have to suppose if I need to change this entire function here, it will not work directly if I'm going to create inside this function name. So what I have to do, suppose there is a column also, that comma also we need to write. Suppose I need to change this particular entire function. So what I need to do here, cut function, that's it. And I need to add one here colon, and then my work is done. Nothing. Form on load we already have, so maybe one. So that's it. If we have written something in this manner, we have to change our function uh, inside the naming convention here, and we can call this one. Okay, so let's create this and make sure this naming convention we should have a unique, otherwise Microsoft get confused. There is no you cannot call multiple function if you have defined. So suppose if you need to create a new library and you have copy paste and you have changed only name, so it's very difficult even to understand Microsoft. So even if you need to understand here, you think in lead management we may have another library, so you can add here lead, that's fine. Dot lead, you can add that particular naming convention. So okay, let's try to use this particular library. I need to upload that one into Dynamics CRM. So you can create a new library, that's fine. Web resource, oh sorry, new, this is very important thing. Where is web resource? Here, file type JavaScript, and here I can paste it. Okay, and I can display here lead MANAGE management, even it is main library. So same thing, I want to copy here. That's it. And I can save it. I can edit in the form level. In which form? Lead level, maybe. Form. One simple things that I need to explain you how to call that one. That is the only one change we have here. Let's open this one. Let's quickly wrap up this session. I also need to jump into another call, but I just want to explain you one thing only. Open it. Open it. Add library, lead management, selected. Where is add? Okay, event on form load event. We have these many event on load. Suppose if I need to change lead management, so now you have to be very careful if you need to call any function. So how to call it, because we have given this lead management, this is the naming convention. So from Microsoft till here, this is the change. Now dot then function name. Suppose if you need to call any function, if you need to call form load, okay, form load. So that's it. Earlier what happened, how we are doing, we are directly calling this particular function if we don't have any function. So without writing this namespace, we are calling this one. But now we have to write form on load, and we have to add a parameter here. Why? Because it is expecting one parameter. That's it. Done. This is the difference. If we are using naming convention, so we can pass, we can call in that manner. And even inside CRM here, if I need to call this form on load one, how to call this one? Earlier, without naming convention, if we have multiple form, multiple function, so if I'm going to call this particular function, it will not work. Here I can define, I have to call this one with the namespace only. So here form load dot form load. That's it. That's it. Likewise, I can call. Got it? Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, we are over the time. If you have anything, we can discuss tomorrow. But try to, utilize this session. Okay. If you have any doubt, or if you like, just give thumbs up, and we can discuss maybe tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.